high school running back, so we'll see if he can bounce back. Take a quick break.
Welcome in to Monona Grove as the Vikings are going to take on the Silver Eagles tonight. My name is Willie Miss along with Blaine Bespel on the call tonight. And we'll be back on a pregame show with some stats on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Wisconsin high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back here on Wisco Radio for the pregame show. And Blaine, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Silver Eagles and what they've done all year?
Yeah, Silver Eagles coming in tonight 2-2 on the evening. Had last game against Waunakee here at home, a tough loss for them against this home crowd, 19-6. Good Waunakee team, local to the area, now graduated from the Badger Conference, so no longer in the Badger Small like they were, or used to be just the Badger Conference period back in the day, but that has been separated and has now been a little bit disbanded to a point, but Mount Horeb, Barneveld, and Monona Grove now here in the Badger Small for the past couple of years. But Waunakee, a familiar foe for a lot of these Badger Small conference teams, so a tough loss here in Monona Grove, 19-6 against Waunakee. But looking at their offense isn't short of any power. You know, leading this Monona Grove Silver Eagle crew is going to be Brady Voss. He's the senior quarterback coming in at 6'3" tonight. He's leading this Monona Grove crew. It's ranking at 44.8 completion percentage. got about 4.6 yards per attempt, 4 passing touchdowns, I should say, on the night for Voss. And so he's going to be leading the charge tonight. One of the things that I know that we're going to be talking about throughout the night is going to be how can the Vikings stop Voss, how can that defense stop him and keep him on the ground. But on the ground, speaking for Monona Grove, that's going to be Habelwitz leading the Silver Eagles on the ground with 422 rushing yards this season, 6.3 yards per attempt, 5 rushing touchdowns for him. Doesn't have any sort of fumble or any sort of defense or offensive turnover to his name. So Habelwitz, number 6 there for the Silver Eagles, that junior, is going to be another offensively one to stop for the Vikings.
Oh, yes, of course. As looking at his stats, he's just been great all year. Really, of course, leader on this team is Voss at the most important position in quarterback, but not far behind is Habelwitz, really being a huge factor in this offense. And as we take a look over on Mount Horeb, they have a more balanced attack as Helgeson has really come on as of late. On the season, he's 54.7 completion percentage, 754 passing yards, and 9 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions.
Yeah, Helgeson has really grown as that junior quarterback here from Mount Horeb Barneveld, taking over the reins from Schaller as he graduated last year from Mount Horeb Barneveld's team and moved on to collegiate sports. But, so Helgeson has definitely had shoes to fill from the Mount Horeb Barneveld side. And I think you've seen game 1 versus even last week at Sauk Prairie is, a relatively slow start from Mount Horeb. Both teams having a very high-powered offense to start their first drive of the game. Both teams coming out scoring, and then we kind of see it slow down a little bit. We saw first quarter coming into second quarter, not terribly exciting, and then third quarter is when things really started to kick into gear. Helgeson started to find his groove, find some receivers, and Elstad, actually, to be specific, was sort of his main target throughout the game there at Sauk Prairie. So, it's Mount Horeb Barneveld coming out victorious at Sauk Prairie, we should mention, 33-14 last week. Will, looking at that game against Sauk Prairie, what does Mount Horeb Barneveld need to do? What do they need to copy from that game to this game to make sure they come out victorious again, yet again tonight against Monona Grove?
Well, I think like you're saying, start out fast on offense, get that offense going. But I think the difference that needs to be from last week to this week is keep it going. As you've seen from this, they didn't really get it going after the first quarter until late third quarter. Really slow. The only points they actually had in the first half were all in that first quarter. But I think it's just the consistency on offense needs to be there. Defensive line played really well last game as they actually scored a touchdown. Mason Weaver stripped the ball himself and took it in for a score.
Yeah, the non-traditional players, we'll call them, the line for Mount Horeb had a fantastic night at Sauk Prairie and looking to see similar features again tonight and hopefully to see a little bit of a trend and not necessarily just a fluke and having a good game. We'll see this Mount Horeb offense and especially the line really start to shine. Mount Horeb Barneveld just as a team scoring about 23.8 points per game. Helgeson with 9 passing touchdowns so far, 4 rushing touchdowns. I believe all 4 of those, or maybe 3 of them, are accredited to Beekner. But we'll double check that stat. But 4 rushing touchdowns there for Mount Horeb Barneveld on the season. About 54% there from. Let's see, it is. Beekner is sitting with 121 yards and 1. Yeah, 1 touchdown. Owens is the other rusher there for Mount Horeb Barneveld. Passing looking for Mount Horeb Barneveld, though, about 54% completion rate, about 2.7 yards per attempt on the rush. And so, Mount Horeb Barneveld, considering, comparing them to some of these other teams here in this Badger Small Conference, is very competitive on the passing and the rushing angle. And it's really a matter of can they keep turnovers low tonight? Can they effectively move the ball up the field? And like you said, Will, I think it's can they strike first? Can they strike hot? And can they keep that momentum going in the first quarter? If they can, I think it's going to be a successful night for Mount Horeb Barneveld. But Monona Grove, their defense is going to come out swinging as well. have Herb, one of the defensive linemen for Monona Grove, having 7 tackles for losses this season so far. So he's going to be one to stop for Mount Horeb Barneveld. Keep him off of that line. Make sure that he is keeping, or Helgeson is staying outside of that pressure. But that's going to be one to watch, and we'll keep an eye on his name throughout the rest of the evening. So as Mount Horeb Barneveld's taking the field here, we got about approximately 40 seconds until I think national anthem starts. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Mount Horeb Barneveld and the Monona Grove Silver Eagles kicking off here from Monona Grove High School. You're listening to Vikings football right here on Wisco Radio.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
This is Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb football at Monona Grove as football is about to get underway here.
Yeah, Mount Horeb Barneveld, Monona Grove Silver Eagles, Badgers small matchup tonight. Got 12 minutes on the clock. We're on just a few minutes behind. Obviously, we're all in pink here tonight, as I'm sure you've heard the news of the passing of one of Monona Grove's staff members and faculty and athletic members as well last night. And so it is a pink-themed night today to honor him and to honor his legacy. So we had a moment of silence there during the pregame. And now we're ready to kick off here. 12 minutes on the clock. Mount Horeb, as we're looking at it, it's going to be kicking here from right to left. Monona Grove taking the ball up the field from left to right. Yeah, I think we're ready for game time, Will.
Yeah, I think on defense, especially, Mount Horeb has got to come out strong. Hopefully get a quick 3-and-out or a quick stop, whatever that is. Get the ball, start hot, start fast on offense. Put some points on the board quickly. But it looks like to do that, they are going to have to play defense first. As it looks like they have found their kicker in Ethan Tranel, and there's already a flag on the play. Offside on MHB. Okay.
Well, I don't know if that was in the playbook to start. I don't know.
Oh, man. We're already starting with penalties. Last week's game was the exact same way. Multiple penalties from each team.
Yeah, it was sort of a penalty-ridden game last week against Sauk Prairie. Mount Horeb Barneveld coming out victorious on that one, 33-14. But it was sort of a slow-going game there for the first couple quarters, and then we really started to pick up late in the third. Both teams sort of found their stride, especially Mount Horeb Barneveld, as they really sort of took the lead there from Sauk Prairie.
As it looks to redo this here, Tranel set to kick off from the 35 instead of the 40 because of the penalty. And we're underway here as a really good kick all the way into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Been a while since you've seen that from MHB kicker.
Yeah, and Tranel has really proved himself to have quite a leg. He's had some great action there on the field. He had some good kicks against DeForest when they were at home, and especially against Sauk Prairie. He was really booming the ball. There is a slight gust tonight, but that's as we're looking at it, it's traveling here from right to left as you're seeing it on your screen. So it's going to be favoring who's ever on this left side of the field for the first start of things here, but shouldn't be too bad. Just a nice little gust. Keep things nice and cool here at Monona Grove High School.
Voss going to start in the shotgun, running back to his right, and he's just going to hand the ball off to Habelwitz, and he looks like he's not going to go anywhere, and that's what it's been like all year. MHB defense has really winning the line, especially on defensive end, not letting anyone rush, especially last week at Sauk. They wanted to get that running game started, and they just couldn't all night. They couldn't break anything. He's going to hand it off again, and there's some running room for Habelwitz as he's going to take it up to about the 30-yard line, and he's going to get the first down. Nice run by him. Habelwitz, 5'7" junior. He has had an outstanding year to this point. As we mentioned in the pregame show, 5 touchdowns for 427, and Voss gonna take off, and he is gonna go the distance, take it to the house on a 70-yard touchdown run for the Silver Eagles. Very fast start for Silver Eagles as he outran multiple Vikings defenders for a quick house call to start the game.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything that Mount Horeb Barneveld was. It was a great quarterback keeper there, a little play action in the backfield, and that really came all the way from probably around the 30-yard line. He's hit around a 70-yard run there from Voss. Holy cow, that is not what the Vikings were expecting to start here. About a minute into this game, Monona Grove already having that 6-0 lead. See if they can make it 7 on the point after.
Yeah, as we were just saying, Mount Horeb has been doing really well on the line, and he's going to roll out, and that's not going to go anywhere. Not sure if that was designed or if he muffed the snap. Nonetheless, 6-0 here. And we are going to take a quick break, be back for MHB offense on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Back here on Wisco Radio, Monona Grove starting out hot, already up 6-0 with just a minute off the clock, and they're getting ready to send the ball left to right to the Vikings to see what they can do on offense, as it looks like it's going to be Keel and Premisberger back deep for MHB.
Yeah, we saw this against Sauk. Sauk came out on their first offensive drive, really came out hot. Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings able to respond. Can they do that tonight? We'll see right now.
And kick is away as Keel cleanly catches it. And he's going to get it right to about the 26, carried a little more, maybe the 27, 28. 28-yard line, it's what it's going to be. Carrying multiple Silver Eagle defenders. Gained a couple extra yards. First and 10 MHB from the 28-yard line. And yeah, like you're saying, see if we can have a repeat of last week. They got scored on real quick. See if they can come out hot too. Put up a touchdown. Only a minute 10 taken off the clock to this point.
Helgeson, the junior quarterback, leading this Mount Horeb Barneveld offense. 9 passing touchdowns for him on the season.
And he's just going to give the ball to Owens. And there's already a penalty flag, but Owens managed to fight forward for 2 or 3. See what the call is. That was pretty quick into the play. So, possibility of someone being offsides. Maybe a real early hold. And holding is what it's going to be. Already 2 penalties. Just over a minute into the game.
Yeah, I think you need to repeat that stat. 2 penalties from Mount Horeb Barneveld within a minute of the game, and they've only had the ball in their hands once.
Not only once, one play, as Helgeson's going to roll to his right. And he's going to find Tranel, who's going to carry the ball up to the 31-yard line of MHB. Gets back not only the yards lost, but a couple extra. And it's going to be second down and about second and 8. Second and 8, yes. Owens looking like he's going to be in the backfield with Helgeson. Beekner out wide, as well as Elstead, and he's just going to give the ball to Owens, and Owens is going to get the first down and much more, be wrestled down by Connor Fritz, the 6'3 senior for the Silver Eagles, as Owens gets a big gain, and that's going to take them not inside, close to the 50-yard line, excuse me. Mark them down at the Vikings 46. Helgeson is going to stay in the shotgun. Owens to his right. Elstead out left, and he's just going to hand the ball off. And correction, Tyler Beekner with the carry. Gained of 8 on the play. Nice run by him on first down, as second and 1, actually. Second and a long 1 from HB. Elstead out left. 3 receivers out, and he's going to hand the ball out to Owens, and Owens couldn't find a hole, and he's going to be tackled for about a 2-yard loss on the play. It'll be about 3rd and 3. And I think in high school football, this is obviously 4th down territory if they don't get this. Unless there was to be a huge loss or some type of penalty, which so far early in this game is extremely possible. But there should be 4 receivers lined up, 2 out right, 2 out left. Helgeson in the shotgun, Owens to his left. Little bit of confusion, and he's going to take the snap, drop back, find Beekner over the middle, and another flag on the play. If it stands, it's going to be about a 15-yard gain for MHB. See what this flag is. Holding on the defense. Play will stand, and MHB is going to get a nice gain. Get the ball all the way up to Silver Eagle 30. And they're getting close to striking distance. Going to hopefully get a quick touchdown. Basically erase what Monona Grove did to them on that first opening drive of the game, where Voss took it 70 yards to the house. Another handoff to Beekner, or Owens, excuse me. And he's not going to go anywhere. Looking like it's going to be a gain of about 1 or so. Actually, no gain on the play is what they're going to rule it. Just under 7:30 left to go in the first quarter. Silver Eagles up 6-0. 2nd and 10. Each team still with 3 timeouts. And Helgeson is going to hand the ball off to Buechner. Buechner tries to cut it up. Looked like he had a hole too, but it closed quickly as he is only able to get a gain of about half a yard. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 here. Not very ideal for MHB as they had a really nice play to get them into this position. Have not been able to do much ever since. And of course for high school football, they're in that tricky spot where you can't really punt it, but I mean, you're not really going to see too many high school kickers that can kick it this far. Helgeson's going to scramble. He's going to throw it deep. Way overthrows Buechner. And it's going to be 4th down now. 4th and 9. 4th and 10, excuse me. And MHB is going to go for it. It appears. Yes, of course.
Yeah, I think going for it's the right call here, Will. They're at the 30-yard line. It's gonna be a yard long. We'll just say about 40-yard kick. Field goal. I think going for it here is the right call for MHB.
Oh, yeah. Helgeson's going to throw a screen back to Clay Utt, and he is not going to get the first down. Hey,
it looks like he did get it.
Oh, he did.
What a spot.
Didn't really have a great angle from up here, but that'll be a first down MHB. A nice little trick play. Put the defense on his heels to get that first down. Not horrible if you don't pick it up there, but not smart, good play design. And it's going to be a handoff to Owens, and he is going to carry a couple Silver Eagle defenders. Take the ball all the way from the 18.5-yard line to about the, let's see where the official spot is, about the 14-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. Or actually 6. My bad. Gain a little bit of momentum from that gutsy 4th down call. And it's going to be Helgeson in the shotgun. Buechner to the left. And he's going to hand off. Buechner, nice cut. And he's going to get a few. Get close to the first down. Actually, they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, so 1st and goal there from Mount Horeb Barneveld. They're running the clock down. They got the ball with just over 10 minutes left in the first quarter here, and we're already chugging down under 5, so they've taken their time running this ball up the field, making a few plays when needed. Buechner coming in clutch, as well as Helgeson on a long 4th down play. And now they're in 1st and goal within their red zone. See what they can do.
And he's hand off to Buechner. Gets a couple up to around the 5. But yeah, as you were saying, last week it was pass, pass, pass. And this week it's more of a, we're going to run it right down your throat and make you try and stop us. And to this point, it's worked so far. Silver Eagles got him in a tough spot in 4th and 9, but ran a little trick screen play and picked up the first down and went straight back to the run-heavy offense.
2nd down. 2nd and goal here for the Vikings. Ball on the 5, 4:06 and counting. Clock still running.
Going to hand off to Owens, and Owens is going to get the edge and run it in for the touchdown. Way to get the edge by him, and that is going to be another touchdown. Actually, his 4th on the year for him, as he is having a phenomenal start to his junior season. And MHB striking right back, taking time off the board. Only Just under 4 minutes to go left in the first quarter, and it's looking like they're gonna run their little trick field goal play as they got Tranel out there to kick. And yes, they are lining up to kick the field goal. See if he can make his extra point.
Yeah, Tranel, the senior, 6'2". High snap, though. But no problem for Tranel. He's going to bring that in.
And we're going to head to break. Mount Horeb strikes back quick, up 7-6. Under 4 minutes to go. We'll be back for more Viking football on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymounthoreb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
This is Wisco Radio.
Back here live on Wisco Radio as the Vikings strike back, not very quickly, but they strike back. And that was a really good opening drive for them. Not too much passing, but exactly what you need. Run it straight down the middle and basically are telling the Silver Eagle defense that we're going to keep doing this until you stop us. With that tandem of Owens and Beekner at the halfback position, they keep running the ball. They have very good players back there that can gain them yards whenever needed.
If Monona Grove was in a black uniform instead of their dark blue, you would think this is a carbon copy start. You think they're playing Sauk Prairie based on what we saw last week. Pretty much an exact carbon copy of that first quarter as Monona Grove came out hot here, 70-yard run for a touchdown there for Voss. Mount Horeb taking their time, coming back slow, but that was exactly what Sauk Prairie did last week. Breinig really led that Sauk Prairie offense up the field. Mount Horeb answering back, took a little bit of time, and now we'll see how the rest of this game goes. About 3:56 or so on the clock.
Yeah, not a very great kickoff by Tranel. One of the few mistakes he's made is he kicked it out of bounds. So Silver Eagles are going to start at their own 35 and flag on the play. False start most likely. And a legal procedure.
So they're going to be moved back. Let's see, we'll give them at least 5 there, and then. So Tranel's kick not necessarily as the impact on it not as measurable as they get moved back to the 30. So that's where their offense will be starting.
See if this front seven from Mount Horeb can replicate what they did last week. And they're going to throw a screen pass. A little bit of miscommunication there. Not a very good throw as well by Voss, as just a little bit in front of receiver, I think, Drew Fritz, the 6'2 senior. So it's going to be second down and 15 from the Silver Eagle 30. As they're getting the play call in. And it's going to be trips receivers out left, one out right. It's going to be Habelwitz in the backfield and another flag. Another false start. And that's now going to be second and 20. A lot of flags in this game. And as you were saying, carbon copy, exact same thing as last game. There was a ton of penalty flags. Both teams were sloppy, but had amazing offenses. He's looking left. He's going to just take the draw, and he is going to have a nice run, get back to the original line of scrimmage, make it a way more manageable third down. Still not ideal, though, as it's going to be about 3rd and 10, actually. right back to the original line of scrimmage. And see if MHB can get a stop here. 3:24 left. Obviously, still only the first quarter. But see if they can put up another touchdown. Go up 14-6. A little bit of miscommunication for the Silver Eagles on the play call. 3 receivers out left, 1 out right. And he's going to... Weaver missed the sack. Voss is going to run, but he is going to run right into Elijah Krantz. And there's a penalty flag on the play. Late flag.
I don't see.
Face mask on MHB as looked like a very, very rough tackle on Voss there by Krantz, and it turns out it was, as there was a face mask called, and very costly mistake by a really veteran player on this team. One of the leaders on this defense, and that's going to give them a first down inside of MHB territory. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter, excuse me. And he was, who was back? Looks like he was offsides, was 11, and that's going to be Habowitz, takes it up the middle. Gets a gain of 4 on the play. Hands it off again to Habowitz, and he gets stopped by, I think, number 10, Zach McGuire for MHB.
And so another big third down here for MHB, though, Will, and we'll see if they can avoid some costly mistakes to give 3 yards to the Silver Eagles. They're moving. Silver Eagles are moving quick up the field. 2 quick snaps there in this drive. Clock is ticking. They're sitting at about 150 or so. Mount Horeb Barneveld, though, still has that 1-point lead.
MHB showing pressure. They bring it. Except Voss, and can Beekner get there? He ended up getting the pass off, almost intercepted there. I think it was Ethan Tranel, the kicker.
Yeah.
And he just plays all over. I know he's seen him a lot at wide receiver. He's even taken a few snaps at quarterback this year. Almost gets the interception there. He knows he wish he would have had that one back, as it is going to be 4th down, and it looks like Silver Eagles are going to punt it. Definitely not something you would see MHB do in this position at only 4th and 4, but see if it works in Silver Eagles' favor. And it's a nice kick. Actually, not a nice kick. It's kind of hard to see from up here. Ends up going out around the 25, and
1:29 left here on the clock in this first quarter. Mount Horeb Barneveld getting another shot at things. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. But Monona Grove had an opportunity. Mount Horeb Barneveld bailed them out there around their 40 or so with a face mask there. It's going to be Elijah Krantz. Had a fantastic hit against Voss. Great tackle. Voss able to evade a sack from that Mount Horeb Barneveld defense, and able to get through. I mean, they got a fresh set of downs, 15 extra yards on top of it, and good work there by the Mount Horeb Barneveld defense, not getting phased, staying focused, and playing their game of football.
It's going to be a handoff to Beekner, in the backfield. And he's going to gain a few. And to this point in the game, we have seen, I think, 2 or 3 passes from Helgeson. So totally different approach from last week's offense, as they came out pass heavy. It seems like they're coming out more run heavy in this game. And so far, it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, you see Beekner and Owens really making some really good moves, 6-7 yards per carry or so approximately, and that's going to be another 4 or 5 for Beekner. And as long as they're moving the ball forward, keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock moving. Let's keep Mount Horeb Barneveld with the possession of the ball and move it forward. But I totally agree with you, Will. Haugesson has only thrown the ball 2 or 3 times in this first quarter as it's ticking about 40 seconds or so. The run game has been incredibly more effective for Mount Horeb Barneveld than it was against Sauk Prairie last week.
Wouldn't be surprised to see another handoff here. And it is to Beekner as he is tackled pretty quickly. Manages to pick up a couple, gets to about the Monona Grove, actually a little bit better than I thought. Monona Grove 44 picks up a 5 there. And I think that is going to be the last play of this first quarter, and it is. MHB walking to the sidelines. Let the clock run out, and we're going to take a quick break here and be back for some more second quarter action on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here on Wisco Radio. Will Imbus and Blaine Bestwell here from Monona Grove. 6-7 is the score right now. Vikings up with the ball to start the second quarter, and a little bit different from last week, wouldn't you say, Blaine?
I'm going to say first quarter, you had Mount Horeb Barneveld and Sauk Prairie last week scoring first drive apiece. We'll see the same thing again here this first quarter. But in terms of offensive play calling, 100% different. Yeah. Completely different ball game.
Another handoff to Owens, and he's going to cut up. Goes nowhere, though. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, as it's going to be about third and 5 here from the MHB 44. I would not be surprised to see another run. Most people would think pass, but with this, how they have been they've called their plays, running the ball seems like a legit option here. Maybe not to get the first down entirely, but to get close, give yourself a way more manageable fourth down.
And we'll see if Owens on the left of Haugesson. I think he may be white.
Maybe I'm wrong, and he's not left, and he throws it to Elstead. And Elstead cannot hang on to the ball as he had it. He had the sticks, he had it all, but he just could not hang on to the ball as it went right through his hands, and that's going to be a fourth down for MHB. And it is looking like they are going to punt this time as Tranel is out there and back deep. Back deep for Monona Grove is going to be number 2, Eddie Rivera, the 6'1 senior. Plays both receiver and defensive back. Probably has some speed as he is back there getting ready to receive this punt. And Tranel going to hold it for a while. Gets off a nice kick. Takes a good MHB bounce. It's going to be down inside the 20. Not too bad. Very high kick. Monona Grove with the ball with just 1 minute taken off the clock so far in the second quarter, as it's going to be their ball on their own 19. 6-7, they are down to the Vikings, as Voss is at a strong start running the ball. Not as much throwing, but he'll try and get that started here on this drive. He's going to stay in the shotgun, as per usual. He's going to fake the jet sweep, and he's going to go deep. Just overthrew his receiver. That would be number 16, Cal Worth, the 6-foot sophomore. Looks like he had his man beat a little bit. Got out in front of him. Just was off-target throw by his quarterback in Voss.
Yeah, Voss, like you said, Will, from the passing side of things, hasn't been incredibly effective tonight. He's got to be breaching probably close to 100 rushing yards already. Well, granted, 70 of those come from a rushing touchdown, but...
Throws a screen out to Cal Worth. And Worth is going to be taken down after a gain of about 2 yards, actually. And that's going to be 3rd and 8. And MHB is looking to get a stop here. Hope for a shorter kick.
Yeah, this would be a huge stop for Mount Horeb Barneveld. Most third downs really are big, but this one even more so. Give Mount Horeb Barneveld probably a much better field position here, coming back attacking, hopefully getting them as close as they can to the 50. Clock's running, though. Mount Horeb Barneveld up by 1.
Voss takes a snap. He drops back, throws the screen, and Cal Worth is going to take it for a first down all the way up to the Monona Grove 37. Very nice design screen there, as it looked like it was a bubble screen. Got a couple of blockers out in front of him and just kind of maneuvered his way around a few tacklers and got the first down. Nice design play by the Silver Eagles. Silver Eagles getting the play in. He's got 2 running backs to each side of him, does Voss. One goes out, and he's going to keep the ball himself. And there's a flag, and he is going to get about 2 on the play, and 2 flags actually fly in. Possibly a block in the back as Voss got outside, but I'm not entirely sure. Didn't really get a good view of that. Holding call is what it's going to be, as it looks like they both threw out the one flag for the same person.
One was significantly later, so they must have just waved off the late flag, or if they didn't wave it off, it was both for the holding call. But one was a good 5 or 6 seconds after the first flag was thrown.
Yeah, I thought so too. MHB showing a little bit of pressure. And it's going to be a run to Habowitz, as he has dropped quickly for only a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. That's going to lead him to 2nd and about 15 or so. Not ideal. Not ideal, and MHB really needs to capitalize off this. They have him in 2nd and about 14 right now. 2 more stops, and they can get the ball back in pretty decent field position. Voss is going to drop back, and he is going to be sacked by none other than Elijah Krantz, the senior leader, veteran of this Mount Horeb defense. And that's going to drop him back for a loss of a bunch, and it's going to be 3rd down and about...
Looks like they're marking it 23, but at this point it's a long 3rd down.
That's all you guys need to know, is it's a long 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, however you cut that cake, it's going to be a long ways back up to those first down sticks. 8-12 and counting.
And all MHB is, you just don't let anyone deeper than your deepest guy, as they're going to throw the screen, and it's going to be dropped. It looked like it was Eddie Rivera on the catch, and ended up dropping it, actually, not a catch. And it's 4th down, and they're going to punt. And it's looking like it's going to be Beekner back deep.
Well, when we were saying big third down stop for Mount Horeb Barneveld, it's essentially at this same field position. So really no skin off the back there of Mount Horeb Barneveld as Monona Grove is going to be punting. Mount Horeb receiver sitting at, about the 43-yard line of Mount Horeb Barneveld. So looking to get some good field position here.
Muffed it. And he's going to lose some yards as Buechner could not corral the punt. And still not horrible field position as it's going to be around the MHB 39 to start. Could have been a little better because he had some room to run.
Yeah, that's about 5 yards the wrong way. I think if Buechner was able to corral that in and start moving his feet in the right direction, I think he's getting to at least the 50-yard line on that return. So that would have set Mount Horeb up in a relatively short field, but 39 is not bad. That's going to be a starting position here for Mount Horeb Barneveld, similar to where they started there in their first drive. 7:54, the official time on the clock. 1st and 10 there for MHB.
Helgeson is going to hand the ball off to Owens. Owens is going to get a 2 before getting drugged back by a multiple amount of Silver Eagles, as it just doesn't seem like they want to let Helgeson sling the ball yet to this point. He has only had 2 or 3 pass attempts this whole game to this point.
Yeah, they're really driving the ball up the field. They're keeping the ball on the ground. That clock is still running. Well, there's another sling there for Helgeson.
Gets it out to Buechner. Nice cut inside. Able to get it up to about the MHB 45. Making a more manageable third down. Get up to about a 3rd and 4. See what they do here. Obviously, they've been running the ball a lot. It's only 4 yards. Maybe they want to go for it. I don't know. That's kind of risky, especially on your own side of the field. But we've seen them do it before. But I do not think they are aiming for that, as they want to pick up this first down, most likely right here. Helgeson overthrows Buechner on the sideline. He had him too.
So another tough 4th down here for MHB.
And I think the toughest part about this 4th down is that they could have had it right there, and now they're going to have to punt the ball away. But 2 times this game, I remember one earlier to Elstad, and then just now to Buechner, where obviously the first one it went through Elstad's hands, but on this one, just an overthrow by Helgeson, and he has been off to a rough start. Hasn't had many passing attempts, but when he has, and Tranel is going to take off, and he is going to pick up the first down and much more on a fake punt. That's why he's been taking off on those kicks. Usually when he punts the ball, he holds it for a little bit, and apparently he saw some grass, and he took off.
That's going to be 1st and 10 there for MHB. Ethan Tranel said he's not ready to use his foot yet. So he's going to give Mount Horeb Barneveld another opportunity on the attack. 6:20 time on the clock. Mount Horeb Barneveld still has that 1-point lead. No scores yet here in the second quarter. A couple quick strikes from both teams in the first, but both offenses sort of stalled out here in the second quarter. Let's see if Mount Horeb Barneveld can keep it together.
Ah, man. Seems like MHB is starting to get wrapped up a little bit more in the run game. Definitely not as good as when they first started. I think they got to look to some play actioners just to air the ball out a little. Make them so they're not as one-dimensional right now, relying on Buechner and Owens to move them up the field. And back to that fake punt, it seems like Tranel has been used as like a all-around kind of gadget player. He's played obviously their new kicker, plays wide receiver, plays defense too. Drop snap by Helgeson. able to get on it. Not what you need right now, especially where you're at in the field position for MHB. And Helgeson's going to go over and get in the play. Third and 14 here from the Silver Eagle 45. And just about under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It has been a fast-moving game to this point. And he's just going to hand the ball off. Looked like Beekner was getting ready to throw the football there. Guy wasn't open, so he just takes it. Gets about a yard. And that's going to bring on the punt team again. I have a feeling this time they're going to be ready in case Tranel decides to take off. But that's a very disappointing start, especially after that big fake punt play to just not go anywhere. Actually went backwards on offense. And there's actually going to be a timeout here by Monona Grove. And we are going to take a quick timeout here. Be back with some more football on Wisco Radio.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Back live on Wisco Radio as Vikings are getting set to punt after a nice fake punt by Ethan Tranel. And the offense came back out and actually moved backwards. Very disappointing to see, especially if you are a fan of the Vikings. As Tranel is going to punt it this time. And it's going to be a high punt. Nice bounce. As that is going to roll inside of the 5-yard line. And it's going to be down around the 3-yard line. Very nice punt by Tranel. Very good job by the hands team to get down there and down that ball. Very tough field position here for the Silver Eagles. And see what they can do here on offense. Voss taking the snap from inside the end zone. As he is going to hand it off here. And Habelwitz is going to get a couple. Clock is still moving. Just under 4.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Each team, or actually Monona Grove with 2 timeouts, MHB with 3, 2nd and 8, ball on the 5, and it's going to be another run to Habelwitz, and he's going to get outside, and he's going to take the ball up, and he is going to get the ball to the 12. 3rd and 1 here. This would be a big stop for MHB. See if they can win at the line. You're presuming it's a run. Don't want to go all out for it in case there is a little screen pass or a quick little slant. But with a very good running back in the backfield, you would not be surprised to see a run here. And it is, and he's going to be taken down. I don't think he got there. And another flag. false start or illegal procedure against Monona Grove. Going to move it back, make it a 3rd and 6 now. A little bit nicer for MHB. Most likely a passing situation here. Unless they're playing field position, trying to get a few extra yards. Maybe run the clock down. Not moving right now, actually, though. It's 3:18 left. 3rd down and 6 for the Silver Eagles. And we're set now. A bit of confusion, it appears, on the play call. And Voss is going to take the snap. He's going to throw. He had his receiver, too, around the 10, and his receiver just dropped the football. 4th down. Now, this is where MHB needs to strike right here. They are going to be getting the ball in most likely excellent field position. Probably actually inside of Monona Grove territory. They really need to capitalize off this. A field goal would be okay, but you know they want 6.
Yeah, Monona Grove sitting at their 7-yard line, so kicking from well inside the end zone there.
And he blocked it. MHB blocked it.
Talk about field position on the block there from MHB.
They have done that a few times this year. Actually won last week against Sauk Prairie. And they get another one here. Very nice play.
And this is prime striking territory now for Mount Horeb Barneveld. Ball is on the Monona Grove 21-yard line after the block there from the Mount Horeb Barneveld special teams. 2:50 left to go here in this half. Can Mount Horeb Barneveld get 6 more?
Helgson is shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Owens. Owens is going to get up to around the 19-yard line. Sticking with this run offense. Personally, I really want to see them air this ball out a little. They have yet to really air the ball out at all. Only a couple pass attempts to this point for Helgeson. Elstead and Beekner out left. Owens to the left of Helgeson. And Tranel out right. And it's going to be another run to Owens. And he's going to carry multiple Monona Grove defenders and get the ball up to around the 15. Just under 2 minutes left to go in this first half, Mount Horeb up 6-7 on the Silver Eagles.
Big 3rd and 4 here for MHB. Clock ticking under 140. 3rd and 4.
I'd really like to see them try and pass it here. Maybe like a quick slant or out route. Just to get the ball in one of their playmakers' hands. And it's going to be a run to Owens as he's going to lunge forward for the first down. Still no sign of a pass in the second quarter, it feels like. The run is working well, but, you know, being one-dimensional, the whole game usually doesn't work. And it's going to be a run to Beekner, and he's going to get tackled pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. 38 seconds left and counting in this second quarter. And Mount Horeb is going to call a timeout here with 33 seconds, up 7-6 and in striking position. And we are going to take a timeout here and be back for the rest of the second quarter action on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Back here on Wisco Radio, MHB in prime striking position. Ball at the 9, second down, 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Very one-dimensional offense, as I have mentioned a few times. Just running the ball. Completely different from last game where it was more throwing than running. And see if they can punch it in here or get close. And it's gonna be a handoff to Beekner, and he goes nowhere. Thought he had a hole at first, closed up really quick, and another timeout by MHB. And we're gonna take another timeout here, and we'll be back for the remainder of this second quarter on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Back here live on Wisco Radio. 26 seconds left in this first half. MHB inside the Silver Eagle 10, but they have a 3rd and 9 here as they're hoping to punch it in. One timeout left, so you'd figure this is going to be a pass or a run, or possibly a run and then a timeout. I'd really like to see them air out the ball here as they are going with a spread here. 3 receivers out right, 1 out left, and they are passing as Helgeson looks right and overthrows him. Overthrows Beekner on the play. He had him. That's kind of what it's been like all night when he has thrown the ball. As very few attempts, he's had his men open. He's just put the ball over their head. I think that's the 3rd time he's done that with Beekner. And don't know what's up with Helgeson, because last week he was amazing. I mean, he came out, wherever you needed him to throw the ball, it would be right there. This week it's completely different, and they are relying more on their run game on offense. And to this point it's worked somewhat well, but you really got to add that other dimension to be more power on offense. And MHB is going to take a timeout here with 21 seconds left. 4th and 9. And we are going to take a timeout here and be back for the remainder of this first half on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneveld Football. And that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio, 4th down, and it's looking like Helgeson is going to come out, and they're going to go for it here. Very odd, and he's going to throw it, and they're going to put their faith in the quarterback, and he is going to lose the ball. He's going to try and make something happen, and he can't. Very questionable play call there. 13 seconds left. He was looking end zone. He just didn't have anyone. I mean, I like that they were trying to throw because it was really your only option, but I really was not a huge fan of that play design. You got him out on the edge, but where's his receivers? It looked like they were all running right, and he's going left. I mean, very disappointing possession there for MHB. With that, got the ball with good time, prime field position, and couldn't make anything happen.
13 on the clock. Mount Horeb Barneveld leading by 1. Monona Grove not successful on their point after. They're just going to set it down, and that's going to be how we end our first half. Mount Horeb Barneveld 7, Monona Grove 6. Will, I mean, a very interesting half. We'll obviously talk a little bit more about it here during our halftime break, but Mount Horeb Barneveld, they have the lead right now, 7-6 here at the half. Yeah, any last comments here before we head to break? But it's been a very interesting game up to this point. It, some ways, was very retrospective and very similar to what we saw in Sauk, and some ways, totally different game.
Oh, yeah, for sure, the hot start for each team. But I think if MHB wants to, obviously they're up right now, but I think if they want to win this game, they need to get a passing game. I don't know what's up with Helgeson right now. He's overthrown Beekner on 3 times in the minimal amounts he's had to throw the ball. But we'll talk more about that after the break, and we'll be back with some halftime stats here on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymounthoreb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Farmer Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmer Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmer Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmer Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Wisco Radio. About 4 minutes left here in the half. Vikings leading the Silver Eagles 7-6. Taking a look at these halftime stats. Mount Horeb Barneveld going down their stat line. 7 first downs, 131 total yards. Rushing yards, 87 on the field, which is a little surprising, actually, that there's only 24 attempts, 87 yards on the rush. Trenton Owens leading with 11 attempts, 39 yards. He's got a touchdown. Beekner, 10 for 35 yards. 44 passing yards, not super surprising there for Mount Horeb Barneveld on the pass. He's 4 for 8 on the pass. Nothing there on the interception. Looking at the leading receiver as well here for the Vikings, Beekner. 2 of 21. No fumbles and 4 penalties, resulting in 52 yards lost there for MHB. Now down the Monona Grove side, 4 first downs for them. So offensively, really struggling much more. I think they had a couple first downs given on some lost yardage, some flags there. So Monona Grove able to move the ball up the field a little bit more from given first downs necessarily than earned first downs. 4 for them. 118 total yards, 13 attempts on 107 rushing yards. Leading rusher, of course, is going to be Voss. Has that big 75-yard rush there for Monona Grove. 1 touchdown as well to his name. The only 6 points on the board for Monona Grove. 17 total passing yards, 2 for 7 for Voss there. Morton is the leading receiver, 1 for 15. He had a 15-yard reception. No fumbles from either team. Turnovers, relatively low actually for both teams. Obviously no fumbles on either side. A couple potential interceptions there for both teams in leading sections of this game, but nothing able to come to fruition. And Monona Grove and Mount Horeb Barneveld able to stay turnover free going into this second half. 3 penalties for 20 yards for Monona Grove. And looking at this team, Will, you look at Mount Horeb Barneveld, 7 points on the board, and you say, how can they only have 7 points on the board? They had a punt that was faked successfully for a first down, and they had a blocked punt. Their special teams unit has been firing on all cylinders, giving Mount Horeb Barneveld those second chance opportunities. Unable to execute are the Vikings.
Yeah, I think if I could compare this team right now to any team, I think it'd be this year's Iowa Hawkeyes, as their quarterback in Spencer Petras has not been able to do anything. And right now, Helgeson, it's not that he hasn't been able to do anything. He hasn't really had the opportunities. Only 8 passing attempts in the first half. Very much heavily on rushing, but it's not like the rushing has been extremely outstanding. Like, they've been getting 4 or 5 yards a carry, but, I mean, for how much they've been rushing the ball, you'd expect them to have, like, a lot more, like, more upper, like, 100-something, 100, maybe a little bit north of that rushing yards. But really just been really slow offensively.
Yeah, Mount Horeb Barneveld taking a wildly different approach offensively than they did against Sauk, really keeping the ball on the ground. You have Owens and Buechner really being the main drivers of this offense, even though you have Helgeson sort of under center in that quarterback position, that junior quarterback from Mount Horeb Barneveld. You really have Owens and Buechner driving this offense forward, and whether or not it's been as successful as it was early in the first quarter, as we sort of progress late into the second quarter and we see Mount Horeb Barneveld unable to get at the Monona Grove 9-yard line. They had 4 attempts at the 9-yard line, and they had 8 attempts within, I think, about 20 yards or so. They started at the 21, so about 8 attempts within 21-yard lines on that drive. They were really unable to make anything work. So looking at this second half, I think, for Mount Horeb Barneveld, before we head into another quick break, we got about 2 minutes here on the clock before second half action starts. But looking at Mount Horeb Barneveld, I think it's all about execution.
Oh, yeah.
Mount Horeb Barneveld is sitting here having some great opportunities. They're being given these opportunities. They're just not taking advantage of them. Mm-hmm. And Monona Grove on the other side of the ball, they're, in my opinion, they're moving the ball up the field at a much more sort of sequential pace. They're not doing it as successful as Mount Horeb Barneveld has been, but, they're moving the ball. They're moving the ball steady. The ball has left the ground on way more occasions than Mount Horeb Barneveld. I think that it kind of shows the variety. The Mount Horeb Barneveld defense isn't as ready for what's going to happen there on that Monona Grove offense. Voss really leading that charge for Monona Grove. Obviously, he has his only touchdown of the game, the only touchdown of the game for Monona Grove, that 70-yard rush from Voss in the first quarter. He really kept them, the Mount Horeb Barneveld defense being them, sort of on their feet, really not knowing where to go, what's happening next. And you saw that on a couple opportunities, a couple play-action passes there from Voss. It's hard to defend against that, and I think that's what the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings need to start to look for here in this third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So with that here, about a minute left, we're going to take one last quick break. We'll be ready for third quarter action coming up right after this. You're listening to the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings right here on Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back here on Wisco Radio. Vikings leading 7-6 to open up the third quarter, and it's going to be the Vikings receiving, and hopefully they can get something started on offense, especially in the passing game, as very little has been done in that that maybe open up. I'd really like to see some more play action. They have not done that. It's been when they run the ball, which is most of the time, they run it. And when they pass, they just drop back. I would like to see some play action. Get someone down the field. You have fast receivers like Elstead. Get him down the field. Get him in a one-on-one situation. Throw it up to him. Give him a shot to make a play.
12 minutes here on the clock. Mount Horeb Barneveld, as Will said, receiving the ball. They're going to be running here from left to right. Monona Grove Silver Eagles kicking from right to left. Wind has died down significantly. I'd say that's a non-impact. And a very interesting decision there from Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings to not even think about some sort of kick play there towards the end when they're within 9, 4th and 9, at the 9-yard line. Unsuccessful on the rushing offense. At the very end of that second quarter, first half, they kept the ball on the ground. They wanted to get those 6 points, didn't even think about that field goal.
And we're underway as it's going to be a short kick received by Primusberger. Yes. And he is going to go. And he's going to take that all the way up to about the 36, 37 of MHB. Just what they needed to open up this half. And I made a really big key on this during halftime. They need to get play action, move the ball, get Helgeson out of the pocket, get him to make these throws. And obviously a lot of it, too, is execution. The throws he's had, he's been missing. He missed 3 to Beekner. He's got to hit those. I think he just needs 1 or 2 completions to maybe get his confidence up. Maybe get him to show he can air it out a little more. Complete these passes to these receivers. But they are going to open up with a run here to Beekner. And he's going to get about 2. It's been like this all game. But that's why they have so many, is because they've run the ball the whole time. That's why they have so many yards, excuse me. But he's going to get 2 there. Second and 8 from the Monona Grove 38. Excuse me, MHB 38.
Yeah, you're looking at that rushing passing yard comparison here, Will. 87 rushing yards, 44 passing yards from Mount Horeb Barneveld in that first quarter. So you can see they're clearly favoring the ground, and they continue to do so here early in this second half.
There we go. There you go. There's a nice completion to Elstead. Just what they need. Just especially for Helgeson, just something to get his confidence up. And actually, I'm looking over, and it looks like just coming out of the locker room now is senior and really key part in this defense, Elijah Krantz. Maybe shaken up a little bit, coming out with the medical staff, it appears. But nonetheless, he is coming back out. Hope to see him on the field for MHB. And it's going to be a handoff to Beekner, and he's going to carry a couple defenders up to about the Monona Grove 47. Gain of about 5 there. Not too bad a run. Gets him into Eagle territory.
But you see what that opens up, though. The successful completion there. And then you hand it back off to Beekner or Owens. And you've completely reopened that field of play once again, straight down the middle. That's where Beekner and Owens really can take advantage of it. Quick guys, really sturdy builds. They can take a look at that down there, and just one completed pass really opens up that playbook again.
Mm-hmm. And Beekner is going to carry the ball inside the 45, or to the 45, excuse me. And it's going to be about a 3rd and 2. And back to the Krantz. It's looking like he has a glove or like a big tape on his hand. I don't know if he messed up his hand, but he looks like he's ready to go play.
Yeah, he's got a helmet on. He's ready to play. So potential crisis avoided there for the Mount Horeb Barneveld defense. It looks like he's ready to rock and roll.
And it's going to be a crucial 3rd and 3 here. And he's going to pass it, but there is going to be a penalty flag. And it's going to be a false start. Very costly there as it goes from a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8. And by the looks of it, it would have been close, but it looked like Helgeson would have had the catch for a first down. Very costly mistake there for MHB, as that's going to move them back to the 50 for a 3rd and 8. Just under 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Obvious passing situation, most likely. And he's looking that way, and he's got Elstead deep, and it is caught. And that is a touchdown, just what they needed to open up this second half. Long 50-yard touchdown pass from Helgeson to Elstead. That connection has been amazing all year. Great play.
Elstead, that leading receiver for Helgeson. And so not a whole lot of surprise there seeing the Mount Horeb Barneveld, that connection between Helgeson and Helstead. It's pretty, that's sort of been the 1-2 punch for this Mount Horeb passing offense all season.
Yeah, Elstead, about 450 yards or so on the season receiving in just 5 games now, Trano boots the extra point, and now it's 6-14 MHB. Just what they needed. And we're going to take a break here right before the kickoff, and we'll be back with some more action on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio as MHB strikes quick to open the second half with a 50-yard touchdown pass from Helgeson to his favorite target early in the season in junior Landon Elstead, who has really started to grow into that receiver number 1 role this year. And he has taken it, and he has done amazing with that role.
And sort of that spark that I think the Mount Horeb Barneveld offense really needed, and especially because we've really been sort of grinding the gears of the Mount Horeb Barneveld offense to say, run. It's been run. Well, I think that is exactly what Mount Horeb Barneveld needed. A nice passing play. Get Elstead with plenty of room to run. It wasn't like a 50-yard pass. Elstead had to run for a good 25 yards there, but get the ball in the air, let a great receiver take care of the rest of the action, and, you see the results here at Mount Horeb Barneveld coming up now 14-6.
And a nice kick by Trano, gets it inside the 5. MHB tackles, I think, Max Weiss on the return. Tackled him at the 24, so good return defense, only letting him have about 15 on the return. See if they can use that momentum from that long touchdown, get a quick defensive stop, and maybe strike again. I mean, we know what their defense is capable of. Has not shown up too much tonight. They've not been particularly amazing, but they have done their job holding only Monona Grove to only 6 points. And Boss is going to take off, and he is going to get wrapped up for a loss on the play. Wonderful penetration there by the MHB to contain him to that outside and not let him get around the edge. Contain him to that inside, As Voss is going to be in the shotgun as per usual. 2 receivers out to his right. Motions 1. Fake the end around. He's looking over the middle. Has his running back in Gavin Habelwitz for a big gainer all the way up to the Monona Grove 41-yard line. Nice pass play right over the middle of the field.
8:32, here on the clock. Monona Grove, they're not taking any time here. They're moving quick. They're ready to rock and roll. 14-6, Mount Horeb Barneveld.
And he's going to look screen for Cal Worth. Sorry, I was blanking on the name. Just 3 yards, and going to take the play call here.
Yeah, senior Voss for Monona Grove really has been sort of the leader on this Monona Grove offense. You've really seen him do it all tonight. He can run at that 70-yard run early. He's been 4 for 8, so hasn't really aired the ball out a whole lot, but definitely more than Mount Horeb Barneveld has, and he's going to do it again right here.
And that's going to be a nice throw, and there is a flag on the play. See what it is. But to this point, Voss has not thrown the ball too much, but his main target has been sophomore, number 16, 6-foot Cal Worth. He has played extremely well tonight. A holding call on Monona Grove. That'll move him back. And that will move him back to about the 38-yard line. 38, 37. 38. Second and 12 on the play. 7:30 and counting. Lined up in the shotgun. 2 receivers out left. 1 out right. Habelwitz in the backfield with Voss. And he's just going to throw it over the middle. Almost a nice catch made by Eddie Rivera. Couldn't haul it in, though, as both Tranel and Elstead hit him pretty hard to make sure he did not catch that football. Third down and 12 here for the Silver Eagles, and this is really where MHB could get a stop and try and swing this game largely in their favor here, as Monona Grove has not been able to score. Voss is going to drop back. He's going to step up. He's going to take off. He's got the edge, but he's going to slide down, not wanting to get hit by Ethan Tranel, the senior. Don't see quarterbacks slide too often in high school, but didn't want to get hit too hard, knowing he has been the leader. Didn't want to get hit too hard. Want to stay in this game, help his team out. Got him into a manageable 4th down, though, as it's Piran. Well, looked like they were going to go for it, but instead they are going to punt the football away, it appears. And punter for them is number 29, Dom Nahat. And he's going to take off. And he is going to get stopped. Great pursuit by none other than Elijah Krantz with the stop. You could put a club on his hand, but he's still going to stop you.
That was a good call, Will, up here on the appears going for a punt. I think, it was pretty apparent that Monona Grove is sitting at a 4th and 5 in that scenario. And, they're sitting around their 45-yard line. I think that's either a go for it or a fake play, a fake punt. And Mount Horeb Barneveld was not tricked at all. Their offense starts.
Helgeson in the backfield. He's got 4 receivers out. And he's just going to hand the ball off instead to Owens. As Owens gets about 2 or 3 on the play. Gets dragged back, though, immediately. See if they stick with that attack on passing. Looks like Helgeson's got his confidence back after that 50-yard touchdown connection between him and Elstead, I'd really like to, as you guys have heard, I'd really like them to stick with this passing because we know what he can do. We know what he can do when he's on, and I think you just have to let him throw. If he makes a mistake, just still have faith in him that he's going to do good, and he's going to step up, and he's going to take off, running behind his blockers. He's going to get all the way up to about the Monona Grove 39. What a play by him.
And they're going to mark it just a hair short, so it's going to be third and very short. I personally think they got away with a hold there.
Oh, yeah.
Mount Horeb Barneveld. There was a huge gap throughout the middle that Helgeson is able to find. And I think we'll have to rewatch the replay on that one. But I think you watch that one back, and the officials may want to retake a look at that one. But either way, 3rd and 1, Mount Horeb Barneveld trying to go for 4th. They're going to get him on the jump, so that's going to be an automatic first down here for Mount Horeb Barneveld. They are continuing to trek down the field.
Just what they need right there. Fresh set of downs. 4:44 left to go in this third quarter. Ball on their own, or on Monona Grove's 35. 14-6. MHB is leading, looking to strike again, as Elstead and Kiel are out left. And it's looking like it's going to be Tranel and Owens out right. Or Beekner, excuse me. And Owens is going to get the carry. Owens going to carry defenders all the way down inside of the 10-yard line.
They just got pushing them. They said, here, you keep going forward.
And it looks like we have an injured gold or Silver Eagle, as that'll be Eddie Rivera, who was, when they have passed the ball on offense, has played a big role. And it looks like he's okay. Off the field.
Well, now it's this execution position here. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Monona Grove 11. So they can get another first down if they can get it to the 1, and they need it. But it's all about execution here, Will. We've seen this position for them a couple times. Let's see if they can get this ball into the end zone.
Maybe some play-action pass to open up, or just hand the ball off. Either way. And Owens. I think they might have gotten that first down.
Just a hair short. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 2.
Don't have any huge body receivers, so, at this point, if you just have one of those, you just throw up like a fade. Hopefully your guy comes up and wins it, but not, like I say, not a lot of huge body receivers. They're more speed focused, but maybe like a quick slant or a quick out just to keep them guessing, or maybe just run it up the middle, wherever they think is best. Run up the middle is what it is, but Beekner gets stopped on the play immediately. I think that might have been a loss. Not what they need.
And no loss for them, so they're going to keep it. 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 1 on the 2. They still can go for that first down if they need to. Clock's ticking, though. Something to mention. 2:47 left, so if you're the Silver Eagles, you definitely don't want to drag this out as too much longer here.
They're going to run it again, and they're going to be stopped.
Is he going to get it, though, is the question. They're not moving the chains.
I think you might have just given him nothing. And it's going to be still down at the 2.
Yeah.
4th and 1. Sneak it up the middle with Helgeson. Try something just to maybe get some bigger bodies behind him. Just try and push him.
How can you sneak it up the middle if they've done they've ran it up the middle the past 3 plays?
I don't know. Just
yeah. Let's see what Mount Horeb Barneveld does here. Under 2 minutes. 4th and 1 on the Monona Grove 2.
Monona Grove obviously showing pressure. Helgeson is going to pass. Get out of the way of a sack. He is going to take off. And he did not get there.
No. He's short. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Monona Grove coming up with it. And another missed red zone execution from Mount Horeb Barneveld. Man, that is going to haunt them. It may not haunt them in this game, but if that trend continues going towards late October and going towards November, that's going to be a dangerous, dangerous trend to keep playing around with.
Yeah, I think the thing was, it looks like when he started scrambling, he had some room out left, and he ended up cutting it back inside. Maybe if he would have stayed outside or tried to get to the outside, maybe it would have worked more in his favor, but still probably a better view down there than up here. That is a heartbreaking thing for MHB, as they're right there knocking on the door. Really a promising drive until they got inside like the 10-yard line.
Still a one-possession game here for Monona Grove, 14-6. Mount Horeb Barneveld almost broke the tackle. The Silver Eagles, that's going to be Cal Worth. He's going to get the first down anyway, but almost broke that tackle and had wide open field in front of him.
Yeah, he has been, beside him and Voss have been their stars on offense. He is only a sophomore, so still has a little while in high school, but he has played amazing to this point. Time is moving by fast as we are just about under a minute left to go in this third quarter. And Voss is looking out, and he finds his target. That's going to be a new receiver, number 81, Owen Ginger, the junior, on the reception. 3rd and 1 in. MHB really needs to stop if they want to keep the momentum on their side after not being able to execute inside the red zone. And he's going to get the first down, it appears.
So clock temporarily stops. Once chains are set, they'll restart the clock. So clock restarts here, so this will probably be one of the final plays of the third quarter. It is cruising by here. We're already about at the fourth quarter here. Only one score in the third. Mount Horeb Barneveld.
He's going to air it out, and nobody's there. Maybe a miscommunication, as the closest receiver was, in fact, Cal Worth. He was about 10 yards from the football. Maybe looking for him. Was looking for him to go a little deeper, but a little bit of miscommunication, as we are going to get in about one more play here before the end of this third quarter, it appears, with only 8 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10 for the Silver Eagles at their own 34. As Voss drops back, intercepted by Landon Beaucamp for MHB.
What a way to end the third quarter, there for MHB. An interception, and that's going to be how we end it. 14-6, and Mount Horeb Barneveld's going to get the ball coming back into this fourth quarter, 14-6, Mount Horeb Barneveld.
And we are going to be back on the other side to start the fourth quarter on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio, just in time for the start of the fourth quarter, and MHB ending off the third quarter very well, getting that interception by number 31, Landon Beaucamp. And it's going to be a handoff to Beekner to start the quarter. He sheds a tackle, but to no avail, is maybe able to pick up a yard, but not much more than that. And yeah, pretty good way to end that third quarter, but I think what you were hitting on earlier, Blaine, is they need to capitalize. They have yet again amazing field position, but the score is still 6-14. They're leading, of course, but you know it could be a lot bigger score.
Well, it's a one possession game here, Will. It's really anybody's game. Both teams have had their fair amount of time of possession. It's really a matter of can they capitalize on it.
And Ethan Tranel with the catch there. Gonna be about a 3rd and 1 or a 3rd and 2. 3rd and a long one. 3rd and 2 actually. And this is very crucial, as though it may only be a 3rd and 2. We see what happened last time MHB was in this short field position. They end up losing the ball on the goal line. They need to hopefully pick it up here, and they will, as they just give it to Owens, and he
plenty
does
of
the
room
work.
there. Yeah, plenty of room for Owens. He had it with some
injured player on the field. I think that's going to be number 52, DeAndre Lemon, the 5'9" senior for Monona Grove.
Yeah, he looks to be up and okay.
Seems to be limping a little bit, but I think he's going to stay in the game. Oh, no.
Well, so he'll have to come off, though, because we stopped play for him.
Yes.
So he will have to come off.
And there's going to be
I think it's just a little bit of Lemon wasn't coming off. He was expecting he was going to go back behind the line and play another snap, but they did stop play for him, so he will step off for at least a singular play before he comes back on. And Mount Horeb Barneveld approaching the line again.
Yeah. Another handoff to Owens, and he's going to break through. And he is going to carry a defender inside of the 10-yard line and all the way down to the 7. And it looks like there's going to be another injured Monona Grove player, and I think that's going to be number 2, Eddie Rivera. He was actually shaken up on the previous drive as well. Looks like it appears to be his right leg. Possibly, it is kind of, it's not terribly cold. Maybe a cramp, something, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see his training staff heads out there. Now looking down the schedule, though, here as we look towards next week, Mount Horeb Barneveld is going to have a little bit of a home stretch for a while. Next 2 games going to be at home. Mount Horeb Barneveld taking on Fort Atkinson in the troll capital of the world, and followed by that it's going to be Watertown. So 2 relatively far locations coming to Mount Horeb. Going to take some Vikings home action. And we'll, of course, have that broadcast to you live on Wisco Radio for the next 2 weeks. Watertown game's a homecoming game, so it won't be yourself. It won't be myself in the booth. We'll have a special cast of characters in the booth for the homecoming game, so stay tuned for that. We always like to do a fun broadcast for a nice homecoming game, but Mount Horeb Barneveld on the line, first and goal at the 7.
There's going to be a handoff here. And he's going to carry defenders all the way down to the 5 is Owens. And he just right now seems he won't go down easily. I guess it's never really been like that for him. He's always been hard to tackle.
Yeah, Owens has been has really blossomed as in his running back position here over the past few years with Mount Horeb Barneveld. It's exciting to see him be in the position he is alongside Beekner in that role.
And Helgeson on the keeper is going to walk in for a touchdown. Nice read, quick, decisive read there. And he takes it in for another 6, putting up another touchdown just under 10 minutes left to go. More points can never hurt. As Tranel lines up to kick the PAT. And he puts it right down the middle.
So a nice comfortable lead here for Mount Horeb Barneveld, 21-6. Offense starting to fire after a pretty dull first half. 9:46 left to go here in the game. Mount Horeb Barneveld leading 21-6. You're listening to Vikings football right here on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Back here on Wisco Radio from Monona Grove, Wisconsin. 9:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. MHB with a now comfortable 21-6 lead. Of course, anything can happen, but it's always nice to put up more points. Keep a game a little bit more out of reach for the opposing team as Tranel gets ready to kick off here. Very fast-paced game, it feels like. Very fast clockwise.
Yeah, it really has been a fast clockwise game. I mean, we're already we're under 10 minutes here in the fourth, and it's not even 9 o'clock here local time in Wisconsin.
And he's going to kick that in the end zone again for a touchback. He has really blossomed into their kicker role. Though he only has 1 year of eligibility left. Obviously, a senior this year. He has really taken over their kicking role and has done a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, now looking at the Monona Grove side of things, we saw where Mount Horeb is looking forward to here in the next few weeks. Monona Grove, they have a little bit of a road stretch, a tough road stretch nonetheless. They're going to be at Defo next week. That's going to be quite the matchup. I know they're going to be looking forward to another close rivals, and they're going to be at Sauk as well then preceding that week.
And it's going to be a handoff, but he's going to pass it, and he's got a receiver downfield. That's going to be Drew Fritz, the senior, and he's going to take it all the way inside the 35, and then a late hit by MHB, most likely out of frustration because they have, besides Voss's 70-yard touchdown pass, have really kept this team in check all game. And
yeah, really a tough look there for MHB. Another personal foul. So you're going to go an extra 15 on top of that gain. And so it's going to be 1st and 10 Monona Grove, and I wouldn't bet that puts them within their red zone. About a half a yard within the red zone to be exact. So Monona Grove within striking distance now.
And this game is far from over. If you are just joining us, or if you have been listening, 9:37 left to go. And it's going to be a handoff to Hablewitz, and he's not going to get too much. Forward progress will give him a yard on the play.
Yeah, one thing to look at, though, the clock is going to be the enemy of the Silver Eagles at this point. 9:15 and counting. Not in a position to really start, calling in all the guns here, but Monona Grove, they need to score here, and it needs to be quick to get Mount Horeb Barneveld back on offense and hopefully, in the Monona Grove eyes, stop them and keep things moving.
Yeah, right now it doesn't seem like they're in any sort of hurry. I mean, two straight run plays, neither of which have gone anywhere. Definitely not great clock management, it seems, but we don't really know what they're planning as 3rd and 8 here, and they are going to air it out this time as Voss is actually going to take a sack. First to get there is Landon Bokamp, followed by McNeighbor, and there's an injured player. Trying trying to get a number on that.
I can't.
I think that's Voss. Voss is grabbing his knee.
Yeah, it is officially Voss, so clock will stop for a second here. Voss is on the ground. And while he gets a look at here, we'll take a quick break. 21-6, Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings leading Monona Grove Silver Eagles. 8:19 left to go here in the game. You're listening to Vikings football on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Back live on Wisco Radio, as not a very good sign for Monona Grove fans, as Brady Voss, their quarterback, is injured and he does not look to be in great shape. Backup for the Monona Grove Silver Eagles is Tyler Magestro, the sophomore. Actually, scratch that. I'm not getting a number. Nonetheless, incomplete pass there. It's going to be 4th down. Actually, 1st and 10 for Mount Horeb, as Voss over on the sideline is going to go take a seat on the bench. Definitely favoring his right leg. Never like to see injuries. MHB with the ball now. All the momentum is on their side. Just a hair under over 8 minutes to go, as there's going to be a handoff to Owens. And Owens is going to take off up the field. And Owens is going to take that in for a touchdown. A 76-yard touchdown run by Trenton Owens, the junior. That is going to put MHB up 27-6 with just under 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
That's exactly what Mount Horeb Barneveld needed to really sort of solidify this thing. You know, there is still a 21-6. That's still, potential for a Monona Grove comeback, depending on how you run the clock. They obviously needed that 4th down conversion there, and Mount Horeb really solidifies this one. 27, now make it 28.
And I think you and I can agree. We've been waiting on that for all night. With how much they've been running the ball, I've been waiting for either Beekner or Owens to break one, and as you can see right there, Beekner took his opportunity to break one and didn't hesitate as he took the ball 76 yards for a house call.
Looking at the sideline here, obviously Monona Grove's special teams on the field here are going to be receiving the ball. It looks like Voss is up and walking around. We'll kind of keep an eye on this one. I assume he's going to go grab his helmet, so I assume he's going to come back onto the field for... Yeah, he put it on. He's hustling back around, so I think we're going to see some more out of Voss here coming out of this kickoff from Mount Horeb Barneveld. 28-6. Under 8 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Mount Horeb Barneveld now taking a commanding lead over their Badger Small Conference teammates here.
And Trent will do the kickoff duties. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Monona Grove, if they want to even have a shot in this game, definitely has to go fast, and we have yet to see them really move with any pace, especially when they were down only a touch or 2 touchdowns. It didn't seem like they had any sense of urgency, and you know, if they want to have a shot in this game, they definitely have to have some sort of urgency. As another kick into the end zone by Tranel. If you're a fan of MHB, you love to see that.
Yeah, Tranel has sort of been a fun player to watch tonight. You know, he's had his duties, using his feet with the ball throughout the entire season, but tonight it feels like he's really sort of stepped out of that role and stepped into sort of an offensive juggernaut role, or even just a team juggernaut role, not even just on the offense, but having some great special team plays, and it really seems like Tranel is sort of starting to play that all-around position, and that's really going to be dangerous for teams playing Mount Horeb Barneveld, and somebody that you're going to want to keep a pretty close eye on if you're starting to plan for how to prep for Mount Horeb Barneveld coming into October.
And as we thought, Voss is out there, and Voss is going to step back, throw the screen. There's going to be a flag. That's going to be Habelwitz on the screen, and Habelwitz is down in pain. Injuries have been not great, but Habelwitz is up fast, and he looks good to go.
So that is going to be a hold on Monona Grove, so they're going to walk that one back. And walk it back a few extra yards as well, so it'll be, let's just make them settle it. It's going to be, they're just checking the spot of the foul there, so
it'll be about the 9-yard line of Monona Grove. .740 and counting, and a big run and another flag. Good run there by backup running back Chase Yinko, the sophomore, 5'8", 150. Good size, but another flag, and we await the call. And then
interesting. Hands to the head. I didn't see that at all. Huh. But it's going to be sort of a complete change of pace here. That's going to be on the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings. And, well, that gives Monona Grove a fresh set of downs and puts them in relatively positive field position. What was their 15 is now going to be their 38. Not necessarily just off that penalty, but they've moved the ball up quite a bit here. And maybe Monona Grove ball, 1st and 10.
Another handoff and another flag. Handoff, was to Chase Yinko. As looks like it appears that their main running back, Gavin Habelwitz, must have been shaken up a little bit on that play, as we have not seen him in the past previous plays.
That's going to be a holding on the Silver Eagles. Man, this makes football makes it hard to watch when you have flag after flag after flag, and we've actually been very lucky here watching Mount Horeb Barneveld and the skill type of football that they've played up to this point this season. It's been maybe with the exception of the Sauk Prairie game, and that wasn't necessarily all Mount Horeb Barneveld. It's been relatively laundry free, you could say.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a handoff to Chase Yinko, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So clock keeps running now. That's what Mount Horeb Barneveld likes to see. Keep that clock running. 2nd and 10.
Maybe a little bit more, but still no extreme sense of urgency from the Silver Eagles yet. Still 6:45. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen crazier things. Chase Yinko again. And he's going to get about 5. He's been having a few solid runs this drive. Under 6:20 to go. And the shotgun is Voss with Yinko right next to him. Mitch B showing a little bit of pressure. They brought it, and Weaver got it in the face of Voss. Made Voss overthrow his intended target in Owen Ginker. And it's going to be 4th down now. At this point in the game, just about under 6 minutes left to go. This could be really Monona Grove's last chance to make a comeback in this game with how well Mount Horeb is moving the ball and how much they are taking off the clock. And Voss is going to drop back, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be broken up.
Almost picked off again by the Vikings. And so that's going to be a turnover on downs for Mount Horeb Barneveld, for Monona Grove. Mount Horeb Barneveld will be taking the ball over on it's going to be the 43-yard line of Monona Grove, so they have some good field position to start out with. And now it's really all sort of the Mount Horeb Barneveld. It's all Mount Horeb Barneveld at this point. They're leading 28-6, about 50 or so left to go here in the game. 1st and 10, Mount Horeb Barneveld offense takes the field again.
Helgeson takes a snap, hands it off to Owens. Owens with a little stiff arm, gets about 5 on the play. Went out of bounds though. Not exactly what you want if you're Mount Horeb Barneveld fan, as you're trying to just run the clock down.
Yep, you want to keep that ball or keep that clock running as fast as you can here. So about 2nd and 5.
5:48 left. 28-6. MHB leading the Monona Grove Silver Eagles. Helgeson in the shotgun. 3 receivers out to his right, 1 out to his left. And he is just going to hand the ball off to Owens. Owens is going to get wrapped up. This time was in bounds, but a loss of yards as he loses 2 on the play. Clock is still rolling. Just about under 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 8 here. Most likely the position they're in just to run. Try and just take more time off. Give the ball back to the Golden Eagles. But yeah, definitely try and take as much time off this clock as you can to make sure they have no shot of coming back. They throw a bubble screen to Elstead. And there's a flag on the play. But there is a fumble. And let's see what the flag is. Holding on MHB. Penalty is declined. It is a 4th down now. And Treno's on the field to punt. Gonna give this ball right back. 4:50 and counting left. They took about a minute and a half off the clock.
Not nearly as much, I think, as the Vikings would have wanted in that scenario. Had a run out of bounds and penalty there, stopping the clock for a little bit. It is restarting counting here as we're going here, but definitely they wanted a little bit more, I think, for just really solidify this game. 28-6 Vikings. And another flag on the field. That one's just going to go out of the back of the end zones. Another penalty flag on the field.
Man. See what it is. Decline the penalty.
Yeah, holding call is the penalty. That's going to be declined. So Monona Grove taking the field for one of their potential final times here. We'll see if they can maneuver, do some fancy maneuvering here. Down at least 2 possessions. You know, there's a lot of work that needs to be done here for the Silver Eagles in this 4 minutes and about 15 or so on the clock.
Voss takes a snap, and he's just going to give the ball off to Habelwitz. And Habelwitz is going to pick up the first down and a couple extra. He's going to stay in bounds, it appears.
Yeah, he does stay in bounds. So chains move, clock starts.
Just under 4 minutes left now to go. Obviously, it appears that Habelwitz is okay and back in the game now. As Voss drops back to pass, and he's going to air one out, and nobody home. In fact, the closest person to that ball was Elstead for MHB. Another weird miscommunication play. I think he's hoping his receiver is going deep, and it appears that he cut in or didn't do what he wanted. Second down and 10 for the Silver Eagles. It's going to be a handoff to Habelwitz, who didn't really have a hole. Got about 2 or 3. 2 is what it's going to be officially. 3. Excuse me.
Little time stoppage for some shoe tying. Just under 3:10 left on the clock here in this fourth quarter. Vikings probably feeling pretty good here about themselves. Had a tough first quarter start. Had that first scoring possession, and even tougher second quarter, but third and fourth quarter, and the ball is loose in the backfield.
And Habelwitz is able to scoop it up, but that's going to be a huge loss. And it's going to be about fourth and
long in this scenario, regardless of what it is. It's going to be a punt for Monona Grove. And Mount Horeb Barneveld, what it ultimately means is the clock is running here. Mount Horeb Barneveld is going to get the ball back with about 2 minutes or so left on the clock. And that's most likely, Mount Horeb is going to have to do a little bit of ball movement, but that's most likely how this game is going to wrap.
A nice kick there. Very high one. Not a good bounce. A couple of flags came in. Not very surprising with how this game has gone. Actually, 3. I think I've seen 3 flags, and an injured Silver Eagle is going to be number 17, Evan Ellefson, excuse me, on the play. It's a 5'9" senior. He appears to be in a good amount of pain. And we're going to take a quick injury break here and be back for the rest of this game on
The Grand
Wisco
Stay
Radio.
Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio for the remainder of this game as Evan Ellefson is in a lot of pain, having to be helped off the field by two people.
And we've yet to hear what that flag was. So it is going to be a personal foul, probably against that hit of Ellefson there. So it's going to drag Mount Horeb Barneveld back 15 yards. That's going to be where they start. But it is 1st and 10.
MHB has in it appears some newer faces as number 3 Gavin Rick, number 17 Tucker Shipman, and number 19 Owen Ashman have come in at receiver. And a timeout has been called, and we are going to take a quick timeout here and be back for the rest of this game on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio for the remainder of this game. MHB with the ball, just a hair over. 2 minutes left to go in the game, leading 6-28 are the Vikings. And it looks like they are bringing in their second stringers, as coming in to play at quarterback is number 29, the freshman Brooks Hendrickson. He is, of course, their second string. We have not seen him play yet this year. Let's see what he can do.
I don't see a flag on the field. Is Mount Horeb Barneveld short a guy? I think they were.
Not exactly sure what.
As we saw Owen Krimmer kind of come running onto the field there for the Vikings. I think they were short a guy. Wasn't a flag. No penalty. We'll stop it to play.
And it's going to be a handoff here to, I didn't get the number.
That's 24 Owen Primesberger.
Primesberger with the carry. Maybe I'll air it out, see what this quarterback can do. We have, like I said, yet to see him at all this year in game.
You know, it's great though that Heggelson is able to, and the entire Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings offense, get to a point where we can really start to see Hendrickson and get some varsity level experience for this freshman quarterback.
Oh yeah, because in a few years he is most likely going to be the leader of this team. As a flag on the play, as Helgeson's still a junior, still has his senior season, but by the looks of how small their quarterback room is, he is probably going to get a shot within the next 2 years at being the starter for varsity. As a false start on the offense, 1:10 left to go in this game. And obviously with this new quarterback in everyone basically is new at their positions. I'd like to see him throw the ball, see what he can do. Obviously, like we were saying, it always is good to get experience. See what he can do on varsity. Handoff here though, and that's gonna be Owen Primusberger, and he is gonna carry the ball up just a couple of yards past the original line of scrimmage. It's gonna be a 3rd and 8. 50 seconds left to go in the game. MHB is taking their time here, wanting to let as much time off the clock, and hopefully, still 3rd down here, hopefully not have to give this ball back. And a timeout is going to be called here by MHB. And we are going to take a quick break here and be back for the last couple of plays in this game on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio, 3rd and 7 for MHB, 25 seconds, and muff snap right into the hands of Primusberger. Looks like Hendrickson was going to go his way either way. Nifty handoff.
Yeah, nifty handoff is right, but that's going to do it for our Mount Horeb Barneveld broadcast tonight. 28-6 is going to be your final score. Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings over the Monona Grove Silver Eagles. Good game here, Will. It started out a little rough. Both teams had a really good, strong first drive, but the rest of the first quarter and second quarter were pretty stagnant in terms of scoring. And then for at least the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings, we should say, it really kicked into gear come late in the third and early into the fourth.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, I think it's like exactly the points we made at half. They, instead of just going run, they mixed it up. They threw some passes. They aired it out. Elstead with that 50-yard touchdown, I believe, to end the quarter, end the half, excuse me. And I think once you got a mix in of both run pass, like they just kind of took over the game. Helgeson had his confidence back. He was throwing the ball very well, and especially in the second half.
Yeah, Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings going to be have a little bit of a homestand here as they're going to take on Fort Atkinson, and they're going to take on Watertown here in Mount Horeb over these next few weeks. Watertown game's going to be homecoming, so tune in for a special broadcast on that one. And Monona Grove is going to be heading to DeForest and Sauk Prairie for a little bit of a away stand as they continue their Badger Small Conference action play here. Well, final score 28-6 for myself and Will. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings victorious over the Monona Grove Silver Eagles. We'll see you next Friday right here on Wisco Radio.
Well, that's it for the broadcast tonight. If you missed any of the action,